Namaste. A warm welcome to the 9th edition of Standards Watch, your weekly bulletin. I'm Neha and I'm here to walk you through all the important updates on standards that touch our daily lives. But before we start, here's something interesting. There's a quiz waiting for you at the end of this edition. And yes, the answer is hidden somewhere in today's show. So watch carefully and don't forget to give your answers in the comments section. So let's begin with the top headlines of the week. BIS has formulated well-defined standards to ensure public safety while traveling through ropeways. Key standards have been formulated for using recreational facilities at amusement parks. In continuation of its endeavour to bring new and emerging areas within the ambit of standardization, BIS publishes several new standards. That was just a quick glance. Let's now dive deeper into these stories. Bureau of Indian Standards (BIS) has formulated well-defined standards to ensure public safety while travelling through ropeways. The 21 standards formulated by BIS for ropeways promote uniformity in design, installation and operation while addressing structural integrity, material quality and maintenance practices, thus minimizing risks and enhancing the experience of ropeway transportation. Let's have a look at some of the important standards. IS 5229 Continuous Movement Monocable Ropeways with Automatic Grip, IS 5230 To and Fro Movement by Cable Ropeways, IS 9228 Specification for Chairs for Chair Lifts, IS 9706 Material Handling Ropeways, IS 17234 on Operations and Maintenance of Ropeways intended for transportation of passenger, IS 17235 Specification for Magnetic Rope Testing, IS 17405 Design Calculation for Passenger Ropeways. BIS has also formulated a comprehensive set of 9 Indian standards to ensure the safety, reliability and proper management of amusement rides and water park facilities in India. These standards include IS 15475 on Code of Recommended Practice for Amusement Ride Safety, the Part 1 talking about general information, Part 2 on safety requirements, and Part 4 on selection, training and supervision of operators. IS 15492 on Code of Recommended Practice for Safety in Water Parks, Part 1 talking about general information and Part 2 on safety requirements. In continuation of its endeavour to bring new and emerging areas within the ambit of standardization, BIS published several new standards. Some of the important ones are: the Food and Agriculture Department notified IS 19195 on good aquaculture practices for marine finfish hatchery, IS 19196 on good aquaculture practices for seaweed cultivation, and IS 19194 on root and tuber vegetable washer continuous type. Electrotechnical Department published a series of Code of Practice standards on the adjustable speed electrical power drive systems. IS 18728 on multiple split system ACs and air-to-air heat pumps. IS 19059 on continuously transposed conductor copper winding wires, and IS 18830 on quad extension sets. Civil Engineering Department published IS 18648 Classification and Performance of Doors, Windows and Sliders, IS 18889 Precast Concrete Paving Flags, IS 18685 Packaged Dry Mix Concrete, IS 18808 Protective Helmet for the users of bicycles, skateboards and roller skates, IS 14458 Part 8 Retaining Wall for Hill Areas, and IS 19128 on Sustainable Development of Rural Habitats. We will keep you informed of the latest developments in other areas too. What else is buzzing in the world of standards and quality? Let's take a look at our quick updates.
BIS Bengaluru office conducted a major raid at the largest warehouse in South India, operated by BrainBees Solutions Private Limited, which trades under the brand name First Cry. A total of 33 product varieties comprising of around 36,925 units of toys, zippers and other items of an estimated value 1.43 crore rupees were seized. A total of 14.31 crore articles were hallmarked from 1st April 2024 to 31st March 2025. Based on the articles hallmarked since 1st April 2025, top 5 jewelers are Titan Company Limited, Lalitha Jewelers Smart Private Limited, Emerald Jewel Industry India Limited, Kalyan Jewelers India Limited and Senco Golds Limited. And top 5 assaying hallmark centers are Green Gem Testing India Private Limited Unit 2, Bharat Assayers, Jadhav Hallmarking Bombay Assay Company Unit 2 and Mahavir Hallmarking Center Private Limited. BIS has intensified the audit of the recognized private labs to ensure total professional probity in the testing of the product samples. The recognition of 6 labs were placed under suspension and recognition of 1 lab was cancelled in the year 2024-25. It is planned to cover all the recognized labs which receive a minimum of 50 samples in a year under the audit in 2025-26. QCOs for 45 products notified by Government of India are now available on the WTO website for inviting comments from WTO member countries. Products include medical and surgical gloves, agro-textiles, shade nets for agriculture and horticulture purpose, shade nets made from tape yarns, rings used in gymnastics and more. An Indian delegation participated in the meeting of ISO IEC JTC1 plenary meeting held in Singapore from 5th to 9th May 2025. The key discussions included artificial intelligence, trustworthiness in digital systems, open source development, emerging technologies, and IT governance. Coimbatore branch office of BIS organized Manak Manthan on 22nd May 2025, which focused on the Indian standard for UPVC profiles for windows and doors. BIS identifies 50 subjects for the pre-standardization studies to be undertaken by the BIS student chapters in the MOU institutions. An equal number of standards have been identified for the preparation of the case studies by them. It is perceived as a major intervention to create a new generation of standardization professionals. To facilitate evidence-based deliberations by the sectional committees and data-driven decision-making by them, BIS made the empirical research studies in the form of either the Action Research Project or the Research and Development Project for each of the standards being newly formulated or revised. In 2024-25, 897 number of ARPs were taken up by the BIS officers, technical committee members and working groups, and 615 number of ARPs have so far been assigned in respect of the annual program for 2025-26. In a bid to further strengthen the role of mentors in the functioning of standards clubs, the Bureau of Indian Standards is organizing 3 refresher training programs at the National Institute of Training for Standardization. These training sessions aim to enhance the mentors' knowledge and skills, ensuring the effective dissemination of quality and standards information to students. BIS has achieved a significant milestone by acquiring the new Secretariat of ISO TC 157 for non-systemic contraceptives and STI barrier prophylactics. This development highlights BIS's growing influence in the global standards community. With this, BIS has secured 14 secretariat positions in ISO and obtained 3 ISO secretariats in 2025 alone.
You just saw how BIS is actively contributing to strengthening the quality framework across India, making a real difference in everyday life. It's time for a short break now, but don't go away. We've got more lined up just for you. Welcome back. Be it homes, farms, or factories, every drop of water counts. With over 65 standards, Bureau of Indian Standards is driving smart water use across all sectors. From optimizing water usage to securing the future, BIS is setting the benchmark for water-efficient India. It will take our collective efforts to conserve water, one of the most vital natural resources.
Bureau of Indian Standards has played a pioneering role in promoting water conservation by establishing standardized practices, processes and equipment across key sectors such as irrigation, domestic use and industry. The domestic sector is among the lowest for water consumption, contributing around 9.5% of the total water consumption. BIS has published approximately 25 standards under the domestic sector. Key standards published by BIS for the domestic sector include Water Efficiency Standards for Domestic Use, Standards for Water Metering, Water Efficient Domestic Appliances, Water Conservation Practices, Recycling and Reuse of Wastewater, Water Supply Management by Water Utilities. Agriculture sector consumes about 80% of the total water use. Considering the quantum of water use in this sector, it has tremendous potential for water saving. BIS has published approximately 30 standards to promote efficient utilization of water in agriculture sector. Irrigation scheduling and pricing. Irrigation system design and maintenance. Water efficient technologies. Best practices for reuse of treated wastewater. Reduction in conveyance losses. Monitoring of water use in irrigation sector. Industrial water demand at present constitutes only about 7% of the total water demand, and it is estimated to rise as per projections. For industrial sector, BIS has formulated standards related to recycling and reuse, water consumption for industrial use, water energy nexus. So, whether it's a field, a flat or a factory, BIS standards are helping save water efficiently and responsibly. Together with BIS, let's shape a world where every drop counts.
You've just seen the key role BIS plays in developing standards for water efficiency. To know more about the standardization work undertaken by BIS in this field, let's talk to our special guest, Shri Sanjay Pant, Deputy Director General at BIS.
Welcome to the Standards Talks. Today we are here with Shri Sanjay Pant, Deputy Director General, Standardization. So we will be asking a couple of questions regarding water use efficiency. So welcome, sir.
Thank you.
What measures BIS suggests to bring efficiency in water utilization in this sector?
Yeah, in agriculture sector, the water is primarily used in irrigation. So we have developed standards on sprinkler irrigation system for sprinkler pipes and equipment, and also for drip irrigation system. These systems ensure that the water used is very efficiently. Only the minimum water is utilized. Primarily, we call it precision agriculture, where the water wastage is reduced to the minimum.
Now let's come to the industrial sector. Water also plays an important role in various industries. So how does Indian standards address water use efficiency towards use of water in manufacturing and treatment of effluents in these industries?
Yeah, before I answer that, let me also add that a lot of wastage also happens during the transportation of water, and we have also developed therefore Indian standards for canal irrigation, conveyance through canal, and prevention of seepages through canal. On your question regarding industrial sector, the water is used in manufacturing, cooling and cleaning operations and steam generation, and lot of water gets wasted. In the process, BIS has developed standards for reuse and recycling of these water, which can be used back for these activities. One example that immediately comes to my mind is construction activity. The treated water is allowed for construction activity, including for concreting and curing of concrete.
Now let's come to the last sector that you have talked about, that is domestic sector. So water efficiency is also important in domestic sector, including the entire system of municipal water supply. Has BIS tried to address this sector as well through Indian standards and conformity assessment?
Again, this is an important sector. So BIS has developed Indian standards for water use efficiency for various types of sanitary ware and sanitary fitting, including beep taps, pillar taps and valves, and as well as sanitary wares, plumbing products, for which so that you have the same cleaning efficiency without wasting water for that. And today these products are available with BIS certification.
That is very insightful, sir.
Thank you.
Whether it's on the field or at the finish line, BIS is ensuring our athletes are equipped with top-notch, safe and high-performance sports gear. Let's take a closer look at the standards that support the excellence of Indian sports.
In India's dynamic sports ecosystem, excellence demands more than talent alone. It requires equipment that meets global standards. Bureau of Indian Standards (BIS) plays a pivotal role in ensuring that sports goods are safe, reliable and capable of delivering optimal performance for athletes at all levels. With over 50 Indian standards dedicated to sports, standards have been formulated for a wide range of categories such as cricket, athletics, gymnastics, indoor games and protective equipment. Some of the standards formulated sector-wise are: standards for racket and indoor games, for table tennis table and for shuttlecocks, standards for cricket, hockey, boxing and martial art equipment includes cricket bats, wicket-keeping gloves, batting gloves and protective equipment for martial arts. Gymnastic equipment includes standards for horizontal bars used in gymnastics, rings used in gymnastics, springboards, Indian clubs. Football and inflatable balls and accessories category have standards for inflatable balls. And rugby ball. Athletics and physical fitness includes standards for discus, javelin, barbell set, throwing hammers. With these standards, BIS is not only setting the benchmark for quality and safety, but also reinforcing India's position in the global sports industry. Stronger the standards, better the game.
And finally, it's time for the standards quiz. And today's question is: around how many standards have been formulated by BIS for the efficient utilization of water in the agriculture sector? Option A, 30, option B, 16, Option C, 50. Option D, none of the above. Easy one. Give your answers in the comment section. If you still want a clue for the answer, it's hidden in the bulletin. And yes, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. For more information or queries, feel free to download the BIS Care app or write to us at standardswatch@bis.gov.in. That's it for today's edition. We'll be back next week with more updates, more stories, and more conversations. Until then, take care and goodbye.